Alright, let's get this started. It's a bit laggy for some reason. Hopefully it's better now. But anyways, I decided to be in the present. I've been learning a lot about how to be a man, how to be present lately. And I started taking life a bit more seriously. Because the things that matter to us only matter when we make it matter. And I decided I want to cherish every moment I have with Gabby. I don't mind playing a little bit of games here and there, like, like dating games. And I decided I would love her for who she is and not what she could become. I want to cherish every moment I have with her like it's the last. And it feels more gratuitous. She hasn't called me in a day or two already, but it feels nice. It really does. I think she texted me this morning. I don't know. But I don't know. I just feel good. I feel good now. So, I think I really let go. It reminds me of the time of this high school kid I knew back when I was in high school. Everybody thought he was kind of weird because he was trying so hard to do everything. He was trying to he was trying to be a DJ, he was trying to get into tennis, he was trying to hang out with everybody. And people thought he was weird for doing that. Trying to live life to his fullest. It turns out he had cancer. Everybody was bullying him, thinking he was weird. I think I did too. And one day I saw him playing tennis. At the tennis courts, and his dad was just watching. His dad was just standing there on the sides, looking sad. Like he was about to burst into tears. And he was just staring at his son with his arms crossed, just like this, holding back tears. And then later on, he did pass away at such a young age in high school. His name was Marcelo. Sometimes we learn a lot about love through loss. Sometimes we don't know when someone's gonna go, you know? You never know when it's gonna be the last time you ever see them. So why not? Why not just treat every moment like it's their last or your last? You never know. Who cares about your feelings or what they did to you in the past? Just love them now while you still can. I don't know why I'm such a emotional guy. So that's why I decided to just cherish every moment I have with Gabby and be as fun as I can. I used to be so fun. I don't know what happened to me. She touched me so much. She touched my soul. Nobody really loved me. You know. I did that to myself though. I didn't let anybody love me.
Go to Home Depot.
Sorry about that. I also had to learn life is just one big test. Let's see if you get emotional or not. And I'm always emotional. Why am I so emotional? It's because I'm human. When you're human, you have to learn about your emotions, what they can do to you, what powers they can do for you, what desires they give you. I don't know, we're just such complex and stupid creatures, I think. I don't know. Maybe we're just built this way in order to learn something. What did I learn from this relationship? How to love again. I remember me and Gabby, we took a SRT class together. SRT stands for Spirit Trauma Release. And it's like, it makes use of your spirit guides to clear any demonic entities from you and your household, from your bloodline. But they can come back if your mind isn't strong enough. They can always come back if your vibration's low. And so we got a clearing for each of our houses. Me and her, we paid like, I don't know, $60 for the class. Or no, $160 for the class. And then another $60 for the clearing. But she also got a pet clearing. Her cat, her favorite cat, Suki, was a rescue cat. And on the report she got, her cat Suki said, "Thank you for teaching me how to love again." It's really feels that way. I remember early in our relationship, I felt so psychic. Like I was connected to a lot of things. I was connected to Gabby's higher self. Looks like this Yu-Gi-Oh card. And Suki's cat. I would be talking to it psychically. Like, I don't even talk to my cat psychically. He doesn't like talking. But she always said, "Don't worry. Don't worry." Because I was so in love with Gabby and always trying to protect her from, I don't know, outside energies and influences. And I always come to Suki. Like, such a weird experience. And she sounds like a mature Russian woman. And she says, "Don't worry about it. stop worrying about it. And it always calms me down, because I was always worried and anxious. That's my, I guess that's my simp mode I had to let go of. I had to really let go of being anxious and wanting to control things all the time. Because I guess I had so much PTSD from demonic attacks or whatever. I just wanted to help others as well, from my experience. Now I barely dream anymore. It's very rare I have a dream nowadays. The last time I dreamt was when she started talking to these new guys at the Cosmic Bar. She had a new boyfriend, but also another nerdy guy she would always use for everything, named Aaron. He looks like a 40-year-old guy. He looks like Vsauce. And I wasn't really worried about him or anything. But for some reason, when I dreamt about him. I dreamt he was that was giving the Russian mafia her location everywhere she went. And so weird. She told me she was afraid of Russian mobsters like weeks prior to that. She was like, I'm always running away from Russian mobsters or something. Maybe in one of her dreams. I'm not sure. And in that dream, she was like Carmen Sandiego, always running away from mobsters, I guess. Like she's moving from apartment to apartment all the time. And then people would show up looking for her, but they find nothing there, just rummage. And I would appear there the same time as them. And I knew those guys were up to no good. But then through the rummage, I was just looking for clues to find that with and there's 3 other people sitting beside me for some reason, and I was trying to write down notes of what to warn Gabby about, that Aaron was a agent or spy for them. And then the 3 white people around me were trying to look at my answers, and I was pushing them like, get the fuck away. And I woke up, she called me, and I told her. What else? I don't know, maybe this universe is much more crazier than I could ever believe. Like, maybe all these timeline wars or something are real. And there's much deeper warfare happening outside my view. And then when I tried to visualize Aaron, I saw like he was like an empty shell, like an android. And if you cut off his head, there's like a parasitic monster inside, tendrils, green tendrils and everything. It wasn't really, his body wasn't real. He looked like an NPC. And yeah, and when I told her about all this stuff, she's like, "Wait, stop. That's crazy." Cuz I just got off the call with Aaron and I told him he had a demon on him, and then he told me he just saw a guy get run over in the subway. Like head and limbs came off and everything. It was like bloody and guts everywhere. I don't know. Life is just so crazy. Hmm. Anyways, I'm just gonna cherish the moment, cherish anyone. Start cherishing my family, my home, my life, wherever I may end up. I got a reading from a Taoist TikTok named GrowFlow too. I probably said this earlier, but they said my wealth is gonna be insane. It's gonna be absolutely insane. However, I don't have the right energy to keep it. Like I'm not that good at keeping wealth, but wealth. They said I don't have to worry about obtaining it at all. But they did recommend me this Taoist charm that would protect. I mean, like help me hold wealth. It's made out of citrine and everything. It's like $160, but it's not because of the jewelry. It's because of the blessings that Master put onto it. So I trust them because they actually saved Gabby one time. She went to Japan, and I know the day she landed, I noticed something was wrong. She was very quiet. I noticed something was very, very wrong, and she started. It's like she didn't feel like her normal self. She felt like something evil, and she wanted to break up immediately. And I was like for days, or even a week, I was like, "That's a demon, that's a demon, that's a demon," and she realized it was a demon. Like it was it was taking over her mind, and she was coughing at night. She was constantly coughing at night, and it was like a choking feeling. I had this during COVID. Like, you're coughing at night. Have you ever had COVID? You're always choking, and I had a spiritual awakening one time. I was laying in the bed, and I started to notice there was some kind of black shadowy figure choking me. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And this was back when I was a Christian, a staunch Christian, and I rebuked it in the name of Jesus or whatever, and it went away, and my coughing stopped. So for me, I knew this had to be happening for her as well, and I didn't know how to get rid of it. Realizing I was protecting her dreams at night, and then she broke up with me. Like after she went back home, she already had one breakup during Japan, but then found out it was a demon. And we got back together, and then when she got home, the the coughing went on for like 2 more months, or like 2 weeks. I don't know. I forgot. And she tried everything to get rid of it. And one day I just went on TikTok after she broke up with me, and I found that Taoist TikTok, but at that time, it was the master who was running the TikTok lives, and he was doing divination for people. And I asked him, "Is my girlfriend gonna come back to me?" And he said he, he did the shaking and the sticks, and he said yes, she will. And then the next day she came back. And then I also asked him, is how to get rid of coughing, like coughing demon or whatever. And he told me like how spirits usually uh, hang around temples, but not inside the temples. Like they hang around it, so you could catch bad energy from it. And he told me if it's a spirit, a bad spirit that came from the water, use mugwort and eventually so that day, the next day I told her to do all that stuff. Even though she kind of hated me at the moment, uh, she did it. That day she was like in manic mode, and she went to a witch shop. She live streamed everything. She bought a little cauldron, a little witchy cauldron, and some mugwort, and she went and we used it. We said the ritual, and she painted it on each and every chakra. So, and she went to sleep like that, and the next day it stopped. It stopped. She stopped coughing. And that next morning she also woke up with her period. Her period came days early, extremely for the first time. And her grandma, her abuelita, was like, he's very stupid, but let him take care of you. And she laughed about that. And the whole day she just had spiritual synchronicities all day. And I guess we got back together. That was around November, December. Life. That was a whole different life. Why am I reminiscing about it? I need to move on. Well, actually, from the very beginning of how we met and how we fell in love, I guess. Why not? Why not document the best time of my life? You know? Why not? See you guys. I gotta go help my mom and buy stuff at Home Depot. See ya.